Hello, welcome to Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinken. In today's video, I'm going to talk about that companies have started to invest in Ethereum as a reserve asset. The second news I would like to talk about is that the number of Bitcoin held on exchanges crashed 20% in 12 months. And which way are we going right now with this? And the third news is all about that paid network got hacked. And let's talk about the details. So all this in today's video. And don't forget to educate yourself with us, and it's easy. You just have to subscribe to this YouTube channel. So after you click on the like button, so this content gets to more people, because you can help with the like. Actually, more people receive it because YouTube will show it to more people. And then you subscribe to this YouTube channel, subscribe bell button and all, and then you're going to receive these videos every weekday, basically. So from Monday to Friday, I'll keep you definitely up to date. We have a free course for you, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The link is right under this video, and also another course understanding blockchain and Bitcoin and many other useful links. So check them out. And now let's move on to the market and let's see how it looks like. So Bitcoin at the present is at 50,269 US dollar, which is a slight decrease in the last 24 hours. In 7 days, actually, it was going up. So yes, it was on the weekend. It looked even a bit better, but now it went under 50. Now it's coming back. Ethereum, actually, this is the one which going up now, right, compared to Bitcoin. And that means 3% in the last 24 hours, but almost 14% in 7 days. When we looking at the winners. Yes, there we are. Engine Coin is the leader, one in the top 100 with 37%. We have Decentraland 20% and Heather Hashgraph 17%. When we're looking at the losers, among the losers, Ocean Protocol is the top at 11%, ZK Swap 11%, and Wager Token 8%. So not too bad. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ethereum going up in this time, Bitcoin rather going sideways. And now let's talk about the first news, which is all about that companies actually really have started buying ETH as the reserve asset. And here is the first example. So we do know that the first step for companies to get used to cryptocurrency was Bitcoin. And we have seen so many of them now join the Bitcoin investment community. Let's put it this way. You know, we have seen big investors, and obviously Bitcoin is the leader one. But I have talked about it several times, but the time will come when actually officially companies start to invest in the second biggest one, because really Bitcoin and Ethereum are the ones which are the kind of safe havens if we're talking about crypto. And Ethereum has a bigger percentage increase probably in the future than Bitcoin. You know, as you're going down on the list, the chance to go bigger and bigger can increase. Obviously, Bitcoin won't be the one which will do 100x now, but you know, smaller coins, yes, definitely. And even that Ethereum won't do that, most likely, then it probably will do a bigger percentage than Bitcoin. And therefore, companies started to eye Ethereum. And here we can see this news. The software firm, Me2, buys 22 million of Ether and 17.9 million in dollars Bitcoin for its treasury. So 22 million US dollar in value of that. And the Hong Kong listed Me2 Inc., which makes image and video processing software, said it had purchased $22 million in Ethereum and $17.9 million of Bitcoin, making it the first time a firm has disclosed a major purchase of Ethereum for its treasury. So this is key. They're thinking about it as a reserve asset. Me Too said it bought 15,000 Ethereum and 379.1 Bitcoin in open market transaction on the 5th of March. And this is a trend, which, if you remember, back then with MicroStrategy in the end of summer last year, the whole thing started to getting into Bitcoin. And now here we have the new guys who are actually saying, okay, Bitcoin is cool. Yes, I'm getting in Bitcoin, but what about Ethereum? And when you have checked out, the Ethereum price, Bitcoin is right now going, sideways, but Ethereum was the one which went up almost 13% in the last 7 days. And basically, you can see that this kind of purchase is also helping a lot. And imagine if now companies decide, big investors decide to make their next move, and after Bitcoin start to invest in Ethereum, Ethereum can go up very nicely. And when Ethereum doubles its all-time high, which is around 1,500, so it makes it 3,000, it can be actually possible very short period of time if things going like this. And also very important, probably, with the stimulus check, it would be nice if it's really happening. Now it passed the Senate, passed the House, and now the final stages, all this 1.9 trillion US dollar, and this will be actually a boost for the market, good for stock market, good for the cryptocurrency market. So it can actually help in the next rally, plus if companies invest just like that. Okay, now let's move on to the next news, which is all about the number of Bitcoin held on exchanges crashed 20% in the last 12 months. So what we can see is Bitcoin price is going up, and more people think that to keep Bitcoin, it's wiser than actually trade Bitcoin and get rid of it and make just small percentages. They want to get more, and therefore they don't want to get rid of their Bitcoin. So what's happening always when we see this market, I'm not saying crashes, put it this way, these kind of compensations, what we have just experienced recently in the last 2 weeks, for instance, there are weak hands, they're selling Bitcoin, there are strong hands, they're buying it. But now Bitcoin getting into hands which don't want to really sell it. And here you can see that number of Bitcoin held on exchanges crashed 20% in 12 months, which means people not keeping Bitcoin exchange, they don't want to sell it. Don't want to sell it means that they want to keep it. And therefore, there will be less, in circulation. Data from the on-chain crypto information aggregator Glassnode indicates the number of Bitcoin held on centralized exchanges has fallen by roughly 20% in 12 months. The data suggests investors are accumulating Bitcoin and withdrawing them from exchanges into cold storage, creating a supply crunch. And look at this. Here we have, this is, you can see it much better if I'm logging to my Glassnode account. And then you can see this. So this gray line is the price of Bitcoin as it is increasing. This goes back, I put it back in the last 2 years, roughly speaking. So we can see that there was a top on exchanges, which was, in March. Obviously, Black Thursday, what we had last year in March, almost like a year ago, a couple of days here and there. And since that, the withdrawal from exchanges are increasing, which means the number of Bitcoins on exchanges are decreasing. So here you can see as the price goes up, more and more people hodling, and not want to get rid of it. And yes, this is the trend, what we have now. And when we go back to the article, it is also saying that 57% of Bitcoin supply has not moved in more than 1 year. So the 57% of the whole. However, more than 1/3 of Bitcoin has not moved in more than 5 years, suggesting that a significant portion of the coins may have been lost. So, we don't know, they don't really want to move it or they just cannot move it. It's like, this is the great question. But however, we can see that in the circulating supply, there are less and less Bitcoin. The increasing popularity of decentralized exchanges and DeFi yield protocols may also be driving the diminishing supply of Bitcoin on centralized exchanges, evidencing strong demand for Bitcoin in the DeFi ecosystem. The total value locked, in other words, TVL, of Bitcoin tokenization protocol, wrapped Bitcoin, has increased by more than 1 billion since start of March, according to DeFi Llama, which means that people would like to use their Bitcoin in decentralized, in DeFi ecosystem, put it this way, and therefore they need wrapped Bitcoin. And this is now another reason why Bitcoin is leaving exchanges, because they want to make wrapped Bitcoin and entering into these systems as well. But, cut the story short, we see that less and less Bitcoin is circulating on exchanges. So this is right now the trend. And now let's move on to the third topic, which is all about paid network. Another shock happened, last week, end of last week on the weekend, when we could witness another attack, and this time paid network was attacked. There is a huge risk in crypto, huge risk in DeFi and in several crypto areas, basically, when it comes to hackers. Because the hackers are the ones who would like to find the ways, get around and, get into different kind of protocols and hack them and, suck out of the money of them. They are always around, and of course, with the increase of this industry, the number of hackers are increased as well. And this is the thing we have to live with, unfortunately, put it this way, of course. And now recently, that was paid network which got attacked. And here you can see their statement all about it. So the attack happened on Friday, on the 5th of March, 8 o'clock UTC time, and attacker exploited the paid network deployer contract to steal over 59 million paid tokens. And the attacker used a compromised private key to the original contract deployer to leverage the upgrade function of the smart contract. The attacker then proceeded an upgrade to a new smart contract which had the ability to burn and remint tokens. And what happened here, as you can see, that could sell basically on Uniswap, the attacker, 2.5 million paid token in dollar value of 3 million in Ethereum. And of course, now they investigating in this whole thing heavily. They after the guy. We'll see how it will turn out. Very important thing. I have to emphasize that it has nothing to do like with an exit scam or something. Some people saying it. No, paid network is here. The guy behind paid network, Kyle, is actually talked about this issue on channels like Ivan on Tech, and they are actually not getting anywhere. They apologized for the things what happened, and they're working very, very hard to fix it. Okay, so this is actually very important. And in some other words, what happened that according to Kyle, that there was a poor key management and a mismanagement of the keys. So there was a responsible party who created the contract for paid network. And after they transferred the contract ownership to Kyle, Kyle was using a private key to secure it. So did everything fine and thought, okay, that he's now the owner of the whole contract. But the contract creator did not remove the contract, just transferred it. And for that, Kyle learned it after later that, the guy had to remove it, what he didn't do. And then the creator did another job where he gave this as a reference kind of thing. And this was unfortunately uploaded to GitHub. And then this is the way how the attacker got it at the first place and could do this thing. And now, I mean, Paid Network is heavily into security now. And actually, this is pretty bad for the whole Paid Network community in a way that, okay, this was a real punch in the face. But to be honest with you, pretty sure from now on, Paid Network will be very secure, because now they pay even more attention on security, and because they have tons of plans, you know, really they're working really hard. This will, I think, go with time. So now in the next couple of weeks or so, yes, people lost their trust a little bit, but then when they see how hard Paid Network is working, how they build a project and how it's developing, the price of it will come back. Another very important thing, if you were, I mean, as far as I know, the V2, so the version 2 tokens are coming out today, and those who traded, Paid token on Uniswap, when the attack happened after that, in the other 3-4 hours or so after the attack, Kai was saying that they will get back their money in Paid token in the value of Ether. They haven't worked out the whole thing since, but between the time the attack and then they could give a notice to the public that what happened. So there was a period when nobody knew about it, just so, oh my God, what's happening here? They will actually pay them back in Paid token. So important that they want to do something good and they want to fix it. You know, this can happen. I mean, like, if you look back in the past, there are several attacks and we just learning from it, but there are always hackers, they ahead of us, and then they come up with a new thing. And yeah, this is how it works. It's part of the game, but it's very, I think the way the Paid Network handled this issue, and they straight away communicated to their people on social media, did an interview about it, and so on and so forth. This was the great way to handle it. Guys, that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so, because I put these videos on YouTube every weekday, so which means I keep you up to date here on Blockchain Bloom. And like the video so it can get to more people and more people can learn from it, because this is a free source, just like a free course what we have. The link is under this video, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Check it out and learn from it. And of course, tomorrow I'm coming back with another video and with the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. I wish you a great day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.